Hi, welcome to Sports Physio Channel. Disclaimer, the purpose of this presentation is educational. Today let's learn about ventilation or the respiratory muscle system and exercise. From a functional point of view, there are three groups of respiratory muscles: the diaphragm, the ribcage muscles and the abdominal muscles. Each group acts on the chest wall and its compartments, i.e. the lung opposed ribcage, the diaphragm opposed ribcage and the abdomen. Contraction of the diaphragm expands the abdomen and the lower part of the rib cage. The rib cage muscles, including the intercostals, the parasternals, the scalene and the neck muscles, mostly act on the upper part of the rib cage and are both inspiratory and expiratory. The abdominal muscles act on the abdomen and the abdominal rib cage and are expiratory. When each muscle group contracts alone or the contraction is predominant compared to the other groups, undesirable effects, such as paradoxical inward or outward motion during inspiration and expiration, occur on at least one of the compartments. A highly coordinated recruitment of 2 or 3 muscle groups is required to avoid these effects. During breathing at rest, this is accomplished by the coordinated activity of the diaphragm and inspiratory rib cage muscles. Normally no expiratory muscles are used. During exercise, the increased ventilatory demands determine an increased neural drive to the respiratory muscles. This determines an increased mechanical power developed by the muscles. Muscle power is equal to velocity of shortening multiplied by pressure. Differently than rest, during exercise the expiratory muscles play an active role in breathing. Within each single breath their action is highly coordinated with that of the inspiratory rib cage muscles. During inspiration, while the rib cage muscles contract, the abdominal muscles gradually relax, and vice versa during expiration. This mechanism has several effects. 1. It prevents ribcage distortion. 2. The diaphragm is unloaded and can act as a flow generator. And 3. The volume of the abdomen is decreased below resting levels. As a result, end expiratory lung volume is decreased during exercise and the mechanics of breathing is optimized. The reasons include: tidal volume occurs in the most compliant part of the respiratory system. The diaphragm is lengthened and thus works near its optimal length. At each breath, part of the required inspiratory work is previously stored in the form of elastic energy during the previous expiration. Subscribe and share. Goodbye.